Hello everyone, Tony Talks Money here. I've been a financial advisor for over 30 years. I run my own business and I've invested with a long-term mindset my entire career. Every week I help people just like you make smarter decisions with their money. Let's talk about what really works today, something they don't teach you in school, something that could change your life. Let me tell you the story of a man named Ronald Read. Ronald wasn't famous. He didn't invent anything. He didn't run a big company. He was merely a janitor and a gas station attendant. He lived in a small town in Vermont. Just a regular guy. He grew up poor. His family were farmers. He was the first one to finish high school in his family. And to get there, he had to walk or hitchhike 4 miles every day. After serving in the army during World War II, he came back home and spent most of his life working in garages and cleaning floors at J.C. Penney. So how did this ordinary man make headlines? Well, when Ronald died in 2014 at the age of 92, he left behind nearly $8 million. Let that sink in. A janitor worth $8 million. Here's the thing. He didn't win the lottery. He didn't start a business. He didn't get a big inheritance. He invested. Little by little over decades, Ronald put his money into solid, dividend-paying companies, the big names, the blue-chip stocks. He avoided anything he didn't understand. He didn't try to time the market. He just stayed in it. And he lived simply. He didn't show off. He didn't spend on things he didn't need. He just stuck to the basics, and over time his wealth quietly grew. When he passed away, he gave over $1 million to his local library and nearly $5 million to a local hospital. Even his closest friends were stunned. No one knew he was wealthy. Now, Ronald's story might sound rare, but I've seen it happen in real life too. One of my clients, let's call him Joe, worked as a barman for years, a bit like Ronald Read. Never earned more than $18,000 a year. But he was smart. He saved. He was careful with his money. He even made a little extra flipping second-hand cars on the side. Fast forward, Joe retired about 15 years ago. Now he's a millionaire. He spends 3 months a year on holiday. He owns a beach house near the Mediterranean. He has no debts, no stress. He never married again, but he's lived happily with his partner for many years. Now contrast that person with another client of mine. This guy, let's call him John, was in banking. He earned $500,000 a year, year after year, but he spent it just as fast as he earned it. 6 luxury holidays a year, eating out constantly, never bought assets, never invested in anything long term. Today he's in his 60s. He's had to downsize his property, move to a cheaper area in the country, cut back on everything, and sadly he's now dealing with a terminal illness. Despite making all that money, he has less now than Joe, the barman, who earned a fraction of what he did, but managed it wisely. What does that tell you? It's not about how much you earn. It's about what you do with what you earn. That brings me on to one of my favourite books, The Millionaire Next Door. It's all about how most wealthy people don't look wealthy at all. This is in America, by the way. They drive regular cars, they live in modest homes, they don't wear flashy watches or designer clothes, and yet they're the ones with serious money invested. Here's what they do differently. 1, they live below their means. 2, they choose freedom over status. 3, they invest regularly and patiently. 4, they avoid debt like the plague. 5, they track their spending. 6, they teach their kids how to be independent, not to be entitled. Some are business owners, some are just regular people with regular jobs, but they all manage their money intentionally. This book calls them paws, as in your hand. Prodigious accumulators of wealth. The opposite group, UAWs, under accumulators of wealth. People who make a lot but spend even more. So here's the real secret to wealth creation. It's not the size of your income, it's the size of your discipline. You don't have to earn a fortune to build one. You just need to live below your means, invest consistently, and avoid lifestyle creep. As the book says, wealth is what you don't see. It's not the car in the driveway. It's the money quietly compounding behind the scenes. Learn that lesson and you can create a life of real financial freedom. If this made you think differently about money, give it a like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.